Hello, welcome to the X. Have you ever wondered if you can see the entire Earth from the International Space Station? The International Space Station, a marvel of human ingenuity, orbits our planet approximately 16 times a day. That's right, 16 sunrises and sunsets in just 24 hours. Imagine that. Living on the ISS is a unique experience. Astronauts spend their days conducting research, maintaining the station, and of course, taking in the breathtaking view of our home planet. From over 200 miles above the surface, they witness the Earth in all its glory, the vivid blues of the oceans, the lush greens of the forests, the vast expanses of deserts, and the mesmerizing city lights that twinkle like stars at night. This perspective, unique to the brave men and women who venture into the great beyond, offers an unparalleled view of our world. But it begs the question, so the question remains, can astronauts on the ISS see the entirety of the Earth? To answer this question, we first need to understand the concept of field of view. Imagine you're looking through a window at an expansive landscape. The amount of that scene you can see without moving your eyes or head, that's your field of view. It's like your personal viewing window to the world. Picture yourself in a vast open field looking straight ahead. You can see the grass under your feet, the sky above, and everything in between. But can you see what's behind you? Or even what's to your immediate left or right without turning your head? No, right? That's because your field of view is limited. Now let's take this a notch higher. Imagine you're holding a telescope. When you look through it, you can see far-off objects clearly, but your field of view shrinks drastically. You're trading width for depth. You see, the field of view isn't a fixed thing. It can change based on the observer's location and the size of the object being observed. This brings us to the human eye. The average field of view for a human eye without moving or rolling the eye is about 114 degrees. But remember, this doesn't mean we see everything in perfect detail. Our eyes have a sweet spot. The central 20 degrees is where we see the most detail, and it gradually blurs out towards the edges. So, how does all this tie into observing the Earth from space? Well, the International Space Station orbits at an altitude of around 250 miles. To see the entire Earth at once from this distance would require a field of view much wider than what our eyes can provide. Now imagine you're an astronaut floating in the International Space Station, looking down at Earth. You can see a large chunk of it, sure, but not the whole thing. Your field of view, like that window we talked about earlier, restricts you. So, keeping this understanding of field of view in mind, let's go back to our original question. With a field of view of 114 degrees, what exactly can an astronaut in the ISS see? It's an intriguing question, isn't it? The International Space Station orbits our planet at an altitude of roughly 408 kilometers. Now, let's think about that for a moment. From such a height, the Earth doesn't look like the globe we're familiar with. Instead, it appears more like a vast, curved surface. This altitude, paired with the wide field of view, allows astronauts to gaze upon a substantial portion of our planet. But it's not the whole picture. At any given moment, an astronaut's field of view encompasses only a fraction of the Earth's surface. The curvature of the planet and the laws of perspective prevent them from seeing all the continents, oceans, and clouds at once. So, we've learned that astronauts can't see the entire Earth all at once. But how much can they see? Tune in to find out more. Despite not being able to see the entire Earth at once, astronauts still get a breathtaking view. From the International Space Station, or ISS, astronauts are privy to a view that only a select few will ever experience. At any given time, they can see approximately 3% of the Earth's surface. Now, that might not sound like much, but remember, we're talking about our vast planet here. Imagine a constantly changing landscape unfurling beneath you as the ISS orbits the Earth at a speed of around 17,500 miles per hour. The Earth's curvature and the station's high-speed orbit work together to offer a unique perspective. As the ISS moves, different parts of the Earth come into view, revealing a dynamic tapestry of land, sea, and weather patterns. So, while you can't see the whole Earth from the ISS, the view is still nothing short of awe-inspiring. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a nice day.